Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke Weekly News, sponsored by none other, No Drip Lip. Get you that glue gar, Cali gar, your backwoods and all that stuff, and maybe even them little thin papers y'all wrap with. No Drip Lip. Oh, and this is being presented to you by none other than Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Yep, and the USDA officials last week delayed the enforcement of a rule requiring consumer hemp products to be tested by labs registered with the DEA. Now, keep in mind, this is its third year in a row that the officials have delayed the enforcing rule.
Right.
What is it talking about, though? The U.S. Department of Agriculture last week announced another one-year delay in the enforcement of a rule requiring hemp products sold in the country to be tested by a laboratory registered with the Drug Enforcement Agency. It's the third year in a row that officials have delayed enforcing the rule. Now, I don't know if like too many people remember, you know what I'm saying? You have certain religions use hemp, you know what I'm saying, as far as their practices.
Yep.
Now, you know what I'm saying, as far as some of these lab testings and this, that, and the other, it's causing a delay, and it may be a delay within that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the USDA is delaying enforcement of this requirement based on input received from state and tribal. That's what made me say the religious aspect of it. And tribal governments and third-party cannabis testing facilities that have experienced delays in completing the DEA laboratory registration process. Because of these setbacks in its completion of the DEA process, USDA is concerned there will be inadequate approved hemp laboratory testing capacity for the 2025 growing season. So they're trying to say, like, if we go ahead and push it through, they may, like, you know what I'm saying, shortcut the laboratory testing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's hemp. Like, come on, bruh.
Man, leave it alone.
Straight up.
Hey, what can we expect from Trump on cannabis
Donnie.
reform?
Big
what
homie.
you call a potato salad face?
Where that nigga lips at?
Look, Donald J. Trump victory in November's presidential election coincides with a pivotal moment for the U.S. cannabis reform as efforts to reschedule the substance could significantly reshape the future of the industry, with him potentially having a say. During his campaign, Trump expressed support for rescheduling cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. You know, we still want that
I got
decriminalized, of the Controlled Substance Act, which would acknowledge its medical value and ease the business tax burden. We need that, though. He also supported providing banking access to the cannabis industry and backed a Florida ballot measure to legalize recreational use, though it ultimately failed. Trump's economic plans may not directly target the cannabis industry, though it remains unclear how proposed higher tariffs and lower taxes will affect businesses. However, measures like cannabis rescheduling could indirectly reduce the tax burden on companies. Yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of these businesses want that tax cut.
Like, really, though, and if old Donnie got the ear right now, and I believe if you buy a gold pair of the Donnie flights.
The Donnie flights.
Man, he already on the reschedule, I believe. He'll come with the deschedule. As long as you ask with a pair of Donnie flights on.
All goes.
All gold, everything. The Cannabis Research Institute, a collaboration between the University of Illinois and Discovery Partners Institute, backed by the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago, officially launched last week. What does all of them little names mean? Well, the Cannabis Research Institute, CRI, is the name of, you know what I'm saying, the top of the chain at this moment.
Right.
And the two partnerships that make this up is the University of Illinois and the Discovery Partners Institute. They have officially launched in Illinois last week. In a statement, Governor J.B. Pritzker, I believe that's the dude's name, said CRI will use innovative research and data collection to deepen our understanding of cannabis and help shape the future of the industry. better inform the public, and develop policies for consumer protection, economic and community development, and equity. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the University of Illinois and Discovery Partners Institute have come together to share both their researches, you know what I'm saying, in collaboration, you know what I'm saying, to bring more awareness, you know what I'm saying, in a more understanding way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And the governor in a statement with press release, he was like, at this time I was elected, we are allowing people to be held criminally liable and inequitably so for consuming cannabis. Just 5 years later, we have one of the most orderly and successful cannabis industries, and we are launching a research institute funded by the legal sale that of the same plant.
Right.
So shouts out to all the cannabis shops, all the cannabis, you know what I'm saying, entities that's in this legal realm. Your tax payments, you know what I'm saying, is helping
It's funded
this out.
some shit.
You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to you. And in closing, that will accelerate the transformation of that old, unfair, unjust system into a vehicle of community revitalization. Right on.
Yep.
Chicago got it popping.
They got it popping.
They really drilling now.
Man. And y'all know we tap into the news from everywhere though. So look, this is Australia's parliament set to vote on marijuana legalization bill this month. Lawmakers in Australia are set to vote later this month on legislation that would legalize marijuana for adults in the country. That's a big step, man. The proposal would legalize, regulate, and tax cannabis at the national level, establishing the Cannabis Australia National Agency, or CANA, to license or oversee the commercial industry and maintain a national register of marijuana strains. Home cultivation for personal use, as well as home processing of edibles, would be explicitly allowed under the bill. That's cool. It would also authorize the creation of cannabis cafes where adults could use marijuana in social settings. Hey, man, we got them coming in Cali, though. You know what I'm saying? They on their way. Outreach to the public while crafting the bill, the Greens said in a report on the proposal found strong argument that cannabis growing and sales should not be overly crop.
You got it?
Yeah. Shouldn't be overly cropperitized.
There you go. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Cropperitized.
Yeah.
And arrangement that big alcohol, tobacco, and pharmaceutical industries should not control the industry. You feel me? Man, hey, Australia making a move, though.
Ain't that with the kangaroos and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, and the big bugs, all kind of shit,
you
man.
got kangaroos and all that, running up on the niggas, squaring up and all that. Why you fucking with somebody smoking some weed?
Some weed, everything.
Come on, man.
Moving on.
I thought it was legal out there.
Man, what's wrong with his knees?
Check it out, though. Nearly 1/3, meaning like 32% of medical cannabis patients cite chronic pain as their primary condition for medical cannabis use. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure like within like the LA area, you know what I'm saying, SoCal, you can even go up to NoCal. You know what I'm saying? Cali, period. When it was recreation time,
yeah,
my back hurts. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? Chronic pain. And then it's another like 28.6% say it's anxiety, with another 18% talking about it's insomnia. Right. You can't sleep nowadays.
Right.
But the research says chronic pain is the most common reason for medical cannabis use, according to a new report from virtual cannabis clinic Leafwell, with nearly a third, 32% of patients citing it as their primary condition. Leafwell found more than 58% of patients use medical cannabis to manage 2 or more medical conditions. The report includes data from more than 81,000 medical cannabis patients across 32 states, and found while chronic pain topped the list of medical conditions, used for medical cannabis, anxiety was the second most cited condition at 26.8%, followed by insomnia with 18.5%, and post-traumatic stress syndrome with 11.2%. I believe some of these numbers, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I believe if you kind of like low-key went to like within some of the urban areas,
Right.
some of the areas that like, you know what I'm saying, these people say it's like unfortunate or whatever. Like that, what they said that was PTSD.
Right.
Man, living and surviving in some of them in like in these streets, bro, and you come past that, you'll be surprised how many people will hit the joint, you know what I'm saying, just to like ease
that shit. Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But yep, then again, that's your weekly news. Circo Jr.
Big J.
Baby, baby.